Welcome to the Plan B CRNA podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Jones, and I'm so excited that you're here. The Plan B CRNA podcast is the only show made specifically for nurse anesthetists who are exploring options outside of their traditional career paths. This is the place to expand your mind and your goals as we uncover new ways to produce side income together. The mindset that we bring to any situation plays a key part in overcoming challenges and really enjoying our unique paths in life. On Thoughtful Thursdays, I like to explore emotional topics that are relevant to CRNAs and other providers. I think of this as my therapy, and I hope you learn some tips and tricks that you can use along your own journey. This episode is brought to you by On-Call Capital. On-Call Capital is dedicated to educating CRNAs and other healthcare providers about investing outside of the traditional stock market. On-Call Capital also provides opportunities for you, yes, you, to create passive income and generational wealth while also lowering your taxable income through investments in the apartment and alternative investment spaces. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, make sure you do that right now so that you don't miss an episode. Thanks so much for joining me today, and now on with the show. Welcome to Thoughtful Thursdays on the Plan B CRNA podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Jones, and as always, I'd like to start this show off with a quote that gets me thinking. Katrina Mayer once said, "Get rid of clutter, and you may just find that it was blocking the door you've been looking for." Spring is a time of renewal. When we look around and see how beautiful everything is, as it's starting to bloom. And it's fun to get back outside and into the garden. It's also the time of year when we start thinking about cleaning out the garage, getting rid of old clothes, and decluttering our lives in general. Now, I've never had a particularly tidy home myself. I'm much more of a piler than a filer, which isn't the most conducive to a clean workspace or home space. Plus, we have 3 kids, and what parent hasn't had the pleasure of thoroughly cleaning a room in the house just to have the kids destroy it again in less than 5 minutes? It can seem like an impossible chore to keep a clean house. But maybe we need to take a look at spring cleaning and cleaning in general just a little bit differently. It can actually be an act of self-care, having health benefits that go beyond just having a clean home. Here's a short list of the ways in which spring cleaning can benefit your health. Number 1, cleaning supports a strong immune system. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, it may not be just that pollen that gets to you this time of year. Cluttered homes tend to gather dust, mildew, mold, pet dander, and the like over the winter months, leading to more allergy triggers for you. A 2014 study by the American College of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunity found that cleaning your home and decluttering your space can help you avoid those allergy symptoms. Vacuuming carpets and furniture regularly, along with cleaning out potentially damp areas like bathrooms and basements, can make you feel healthier in the long run. And number 2, cleaning reduces stress. Sure, this sounds a bit counterintuitive since I tend to cringe at the thought of cleaning myself, but the act of cleaning can be a bit repetitive and mindless, allowing you to switch off your brain for a bit. Doing housework for as little as 20 minutes can help reduce your stress and anxiety levels by up to 20%. Plus, eliminating external clutter can help free you from that internal mental clutter. To reduce those stress levels even more, use cleaning products with calming scents like lavender or eucalyptus. Now, number 3, cleaning can improve your heart health. But how? Well, it turns out that cleaning can actually turn into a bit of a calorie burner. Yes, this is low intensity, but even 30 minutes of light exercise, such as vacuuming, mopping, and scrubbing floors, can reduce your risk of heart disease by 24%. For instance, 30 minutes of vacuuming can burn around 100 calories. That's not too shabby. Now, number 4, a clean bedroom can help you sleep better. Now, we all know the benefits of a good night's sleep, but it goes a little deeper than that. People who actually just make their beds every day are 19% more likely to sleep well on a regular basis. A National Sleep Foundation poll found that 75% of people sleep better on clean sheets with a fresh scent. So clear that clutter, change your sheets, and maybe use some natural room spray. Now, number 5, a clean space can increase your productivity. Let's face it, clutter can be distracting. It definitely affects our ability to focus because we're distracted by the things that pile up around us. The Journal of Neuroscience confirmed this using MRIs to track the brain's response to cleanliness, finding that more clutter reduces the brain's processing capacity. If you want to free up mental space and improve your concentration, take a look at your workspace. Number 6, cleaning can actually improve your mood. I compare this to exercise. I don't always want to exercise, but I always feel better after I do. When you clean, you can leave with a feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction. And sure, a tidy, fresh-smelling home can naturally boost endorphins in the brain and improve energy levels. But one study also revealed that having a clean home provides positive mental health benefits in the short and long term, including that immediate improvement of mood and a lower overall risk for depression. Now, 7, lastly, cleaning encourages a healthier lifestyle. In short, good habits lead to more good habits. Cleaning and feeling more organized at home can lead to cleaning up other aspects of your life, such as diet, exercise, and sleep habits. Specifically, a 2013 study at the University of Minnesota found that when people were put in a clean and orderly place, they were more likely to choose healthier food options overall. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, so this is all well and good, but how do you start if you feel overwhelmed? It can be tough to get motivated to even start this process. And I know for us, my family, it's tough to want to do more than just the basics of dishes and laundry. And if we don't do these things every single day, we quickly fall behind. So what about all the other stuff that you have to do to maintain a household? Well, first, we've got to work on that mindset. We need to focus on the small wins to start building confidence rather than the big picture overall. I tell my kids all the time that the only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. If your bedroom is a mess, focus on cleaning off a nightstand first. Once you're done with that, then move on to make the bed. Then rinse and repeat, focusing on each small area in the bedroom until the entire bedroom is clean. You can build momentum from there and avoid getting overwhelmed. Now, you also have to give yourself a realistic time frame. You don't have to clean your entire house in one day. How long it takes depends on how much time you have to devote to cleaning and how much clutter you actually have to go through along the way. Instead, set smaller, more realistic goals to avoid giving up altogether. A few other things that can help motivate you are to turn up the music. Putting on your favorite playlist can help you get through that cleaning process faster and more enjoyably than you think. You can also listen to a podcast episode. I do this every morning when I'm doing the dishes before everyone else wakes up in the house. I like having the background noise and something else to focus on other than the fact that I'm spending time doing the dishes. Plus, you might learn something while you're working. You can also set a timer. This is one of our favorites, particularly with the kids. We set a timer, whether it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, and then try to get as much done during that time as possible. When the timer goes off, you're done. Now, sometimes you may feel motivated to continue depending on what you're doing, but you don't have to. And music can also help here too. If you've got some music going on in the background that's kind of high energy, that helps the kids out. So another thing that you can do, which I had never heard of, was that you can watch a cleaning motivation video. And yes, these are a thing, and you can find them on YouTube and TikTok as well. Watching others clean can actually be more motivating than you might think, so long as you don't get just sucked into that time suck of watching others. Watch one or two of these little episodes and then get to work on your own stuff. Now, I was going to touch on getting your financial house in order too, but I think that's going to end up being another full episode. After writing this up, though, I'm actually very motivated to start cleaning out the clutter in my own home. And I hope you are too. Who knows? It may just open some doors to healthier pathways for you and your family. Now, that's going to do it for this episode. I do have some links in the show notes for those of you who are interested in learning more tips and tricks for spring cleaning. If you enjoyed what you heard, make sure you hit subscribe and leave me a review. I'd love to hear what you thought of the show today. Until next time, though, be safe and take care of each other out there. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Plan B CRNA podcast. If you haven't already subscribed and reviewed the show, I'd be honored if you took the extra time. It really helps to expand our reach and get the word out about the show. If you're a CRNA who is interested in sharing your story on our podcast, I'd love to have you. Please email me at bobby@oncallinvestments.com for more information. This episode was brought to you by OnCall Capital. They are dedicated to helping providers like you develop passive income and generational wealth through investments in the apartment and alternative investment spaces. Feel free to check out their website at www.oncallinvestments.com and subscribe to their free educational email series. You can find OnCall Capital on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also check out our YouTube page, where you'll find all of the show episodes along with other educational videos. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.